Yo, what up? How you guys doing out there today? This is your boy Roto Beast. I'm here to present you my MLB On Deck segment for Thursday, September 5th. If you're new to this channel, please make sure and click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our MLB, NBA, and NFL videos. If you haven't come and checked out our website here at dfscheatsheet.com, you're absolutely missing out. We have all the tools to help you compete with the pros day in and day out, including a complete optimizer, tons of content, daily FanDuel and DraftKings cash lineups. Hey, we're truly a one-stop shop for all your DFS needs. So make sure to come check out the site here at dfscheatsheet.com. So, hey man, we got a solid 7 game slate. I like, 6, 7 game slates. I like them a lot better than the 12 to 14 game slates. I feel you can get a lot more exposure to the better teams on a little bit smaller slate and kind of spread it out a little bit more instead of having, 14 games, 28 teams, and there's 12 teams that have good spots. It's hard to kind of touch a little bit of everything. So yeah, man, I like it. I think it's a cool slate. There's some solid pitching options. There's a couple good batting options. So yeah, I'm ready to jump in this video real quick before we do. If you guys don't mind, please take that quick second, click the like button down below. Helps me out. Really appreciate that from you guys. Also, man, hey, NFL starting. If you haven't taken advantage of our NFL Luxury Box special, make sure to hurry up, take advantage of that. Use promo code NFL 2019. You get the rest of MLB. You get all of NFL. Plus, you get NBA daily cash lineups. You get access to our optimizer. It has every single slate for FanDuel and DraftKings. You get all of our content that we have up that we post up every single day. So check it out. Take advantage. NFL Luxury Box Special. Use promo code NFL 2019. And yeah, let's jump into this video. So we'll start with bats. We'll round it off with pitchers as we usually do. I'm going to start with Boston first. Boston, they get a pretty solid matchup. At home, going against Martin Perez, who gives up a 34% hard contact rate, .063 ISO to lefties, .173 ISO to righties. I was talking about it a little bit yesterday. Boston, they're in the thick of things for that last playoff spot with the wild card. They need to win games, and they're taking everything. They got to take every single at bat approach, as it's a playoff game, and they need to win some games. So, I like their obvious guys. It's Betts, it's Devers, Bogarts, JD Martinez, Andrew Benintendi's in play. Also, too, man, I've been telling you guys, for the past month, whenever Boston's going against lefties and you got Sam Travis in there, you got to really consider him. That guy, man, he absolutely crushes lefties. So I think that he's a really, really good play as well. It's going to kind of go under the radar. Next, we will move on to Houston. I like the Astros today. They get a matchup against Marco Gonzalez. 40% hard contact rate, 145 ISO to lefties, 156 ISO to righties. Altuve, Bregman, Brantley, Alvarez, Gurriel. I mean, it's pretty easy with Houston. You're looking at their main 5 guys that they got running in there. So Houston, really good spot today. Then we'll go to Minnesota. On the flip side of the Boston side of things, one thing I will mention, I forgot to mention real quick when I talked about Boston, the wind is blowing out in Boston. It's not very hard, 3 miles an hour, but it's still blowing out, and that could pick up more during game time. So Minnesota gets a matchup against Nathan Eovaldi, gives up a 41% hard contact rate, 342 ISO to lefties, 167 ISO to righties. So you definitely want to target him more with the lefties. Kepler, Polanco, Rosario, Marvin Gonzalez is a switch hitter. You could throw him in there. But I'm still not going to shy away from the righties. You're looking at still Nelson Cruz. You get some exposure. Sano, you get some exposure. And Cron as well gives you a little bit of power upside. So both sides of this game, Minnesota and Boston, are in pretty good spots. Next, we'll go to Tampa Bay at home. They get a matchup against Trent Thornton. He gives up a 35% hard contact rate, 233 ISO to lefties, 163 ISO to righties. Want to target him a little bit more with lefties. It's Eric Sogard, Meadows, Kiermaier. But you could definitely throw in the righties also. Pham, Leonard, Aguilar's in play. You can look at those. Tampa Bay as a whole looking pretty good. Lastly, we're going to go to Pittsburgh and go with the Pirates. They have a pretty high implied total today. They get a matchup against Elijah Hernandez, who just isn't very good. Gives up a 42% hard contact rate, 336 ISO to lefties, 200 ISO to righties. Kevin Newman, Brian Reynolds, Marte, Josh Bell, even Melky Cabrera is in play. So I think Pittsburgh's a pretty good stack. Going to be low owned. It's blowing out. The wind's blowing out 6 miles an hour as well. Solid spot right there. So just kind of round off the bats, they're really jumping out right now. Boston, Houston, Minnesota, Tampa Bay, Pitt, and Pittsburgh. I mean, there's obviously a couple other spots that we can look at. But those are the ones that I feel are really, really good matchups. Moving on to the pitching side of things, there's a few pitchers we can look at. I mean, we can start on the higher end. I mean, Strasburg going against Atlanta, it's a really tough spot. So I don't know. He's more of a GPP play for me just because Atlanta's swinging a really, really good bat this whole entire year, basically. And they're in Atlanta, which is, it's a really, really good hitting environment. So Strasburg is more of a GPP play for me, but you definitely got to consider him. He has the strikeout upside. Outside of Strasburg, I mean, you can look at a couple guys. A couple other guys that you can really look at. I feel like you can look at a guy like Wade Miley, a 9,400 going against Seattle. I definitely think that you can look at him as a mid tier play that's pretty good. You can also look at where's he at? Austin Pruitt going against Toronto, 6,300. Think that he's a guy that you can also consider as well. More like I said, strictly GPP, obviously at 6,300. But I mean, he has a little bit of upside. Think that you could consider him as well. And that's really where I'm at, man. I mean, pitching's a little bit tough on this slate. When Jeremy does the deep dive segment a little bit later, he will break down more in-depth pitching matchups and kind of some places that you can exploit. So, I mean, make sure to check out the site, dfscheatsheet.com. Check out the deep dive if you want a more in-depth analysis on today's slate. But for our quick overview, I think that's kind of where we're at. So, hey, that's it, man. Check out the site. Like I said, take advantage of the NFL luxury box special. Use promo code NFL 2019. And hey, good luck on your guys' contest today, all right? Peace out.